All right, guys, got a different one for you today. This one here is kind of brings you back to the basics of the mechanical side of stuff, of problems, and we're going to show you what we had, but it's a good one. Guys, today we're going to have, it's a little Chinese tractor, NorTrac, but I believe this is a Jenma tractor, little 3-cylinder. Customer said the tractor was out running just fine. They were using the tractor, and then it started falling on its face response-wise. It had no throttle response. It would start and run, it would smoke, but it wouldn't actually rev up and didn't have any throttle. They weren't getting a good fuel output from the pump. And so they diagnosed that with the help of another dealer that it needed a new injection pump. So the customer ordered himself an injection pump, and the customer installed an injection pump, and then he still kind of had the same problem, or it was different, but kind of the same problem. The tractor would start, it was real sluggish, wouldn't run. Before it was a throttle issue, and now it was more of it was sluggish before, and now it just kind of didn't want to run at all. It smokes really heavily now, like black smoke really heavily. It acts really weird, or acted really weird. So my service truck technician took our service truck over to the gentleman's home, and they tried to diagnose it right there at his house for what they had. And what he ended up doing, he took a slow motion video of pulling compression on the tractor, and he had the injectors out of it, and he turned all the steel lines out away from the tractor and put the injectors back on the steel lines so he could kind of see when the injectors were popping as opposed to compression is what he was looking at. So he puts a compression gauge in it, and in a slow-mo video you can watch the compression on the gauge just start to build, and then it actually almost stops, and then you look down, and then after the compression is completely built, poof, it pops out some fuel. So it would lead you to believe that the tractor is definitely firing the fuel after top dead center instead of before. How far, without putting a induction or something like that on it, it's harder to tell that on there. But just for a quick reference, timing is off. Timing is off, and we got to figure out why. Customer, super nice guy, and he said that he's like, there's no way that gear turned, because he said he blocked it with a little wedge so that the gear couldn't turn off the front. He swore up and down that the gears are right, but we pretty well told him that, well, in order for us to fix it, we need to start at square one, and we need to verify the timing on the front. So we pulled the front gear cover, spun it around, all the gears did line up. So the crank, the cam, the injection pump, all that lined right back up in perfect time like they're supposed to be. So the next thing we were after is this thing has a really goofy little timing advance, and it has to do with these little rollers with pins in them, and this little spring advance that goes in these, and then as the centrifugal force goes up, this pulls out, and it actually advances in the back of this. This thing will advance. Whoop, where'd it go? This thing should slide like this. It'll advance that timing on your pump. So we were highly suspect of that after we verified the timing, that the timing is correct, but we're highly suspect of this little mechanism here. So we went ahead and pulled it off. We knew we had the tractor was at top dead center number 1. All the marks were lined up. We had the marks painted on the gears, and it's like, okay, we're gonna pull the gear, and we're just gonna see what's wrong with it. As soon as we pulled the gear, we see exactly what the problem is, and I'm gonna try to show you with a flashlight here. If you look down in there, Brent, I think you can see it right there. You can see the keyway right down there at the 6 o'clock position, but if you look over here at about 3 o'clock, when the customer put that in there, they missed the key. The key got put in over here on the side, and then they pulled it in with the bolts, and they pulled that down until that key, basically until they got it in there as far as they could get it. And we did notice when it was running, the injection pump was wobbling. Even though the bolts were right down tight, the injection pump was wobbling around. Well, the key is off by darn near a quarter of a turn. It's not quite a quarter, but you could say 70, 80 degrees anyway, that it's clocked off in there, which has given us our massive fuel retardation, you could say, on there, that it needs to be advanced something fierce. Well, that's why it happened. So it ended up ruining the key. It just galled off the key and pushed it back to the back of there. It was actually really hard to get out. It kind of swedged it down in the hole. It is a goofy key, so we're going to get a new key for it, and I bet you if we get a new key, we put it all back together the way it's supposed to with put everything back in, I bet you the little tractor is going to run just fine. But it's just something that could happen to anybody, guys. It's something that just shows you that whenever you're putting it together, if you have to use the bolts to pull it in, the nut to pull it in, that's usually not a good thing. And that's what happened here, is it had to have gotten tight and then just pulled in the rest of the way with the bolts. But definitely missed the keyway, and so that made that injection pump off 70, 80 degrees off after top dead. Well, I shouldn't say after top dead center, but retarded instead of advanced. And so it was getting the fuel super late in the cycle, and that's what made it where it would kind of run, it would blow black smoke like crazy. It didn't like life in general. So interesting little problem, something to just be aware of if you're doing that. It can happen. I've had stuff like that we've done as well. So I mean, it can happen, and it's something to go back and check if you have the time, or I guess you got to make the time. But when you're doing it, just make sure that you 100% get that in there, and that should be something that fits together almost in a hand. Put your key in, and you should be able to almost slide that together and then put your nut on. If you got to pull that together, that's almost like splitting a tractor and doing a clutch. You shouldn't have to pull that together with bolts to get that to go back. So guys, same thing. If you like our content, we love to hear from you. Leave us a comment. Let us know. I try to read all those. I try to get responses back to all the comments that come in. If you got other questions, put them on there. Let us know. Let us know if you've done this, if you've had the same problem. Give us a like on Facebook. Like our YouTube channel. Hit the subscription and the bells on that for notifications when we put out new videos, and that kind of helps us keep making new product and sending it to you. So see you next time.
If you like videos like this, make sure to subscribe.